Are you someone that struggles to find time for exercising, where you really want to get more movement in, but the amount of time it takes you to think of what to do and how to do it, you feel like the time you have disintegrates? Or are you someone that maybe defined exercise in a different way in the past, but now in your phase of life, you have less time or more responsibilities, and you can't quite meet the criteria you used to have? And you're wondering, how do I get moving at all? Or you're pregnant and you want to be doing something that's safe and effective, but you don't necessarily have the mental energy to figure that out for yourself. Keep watching. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Dr. Sara. I am a family physician, a wife, a mom of four, currently expecting number five, and an exercise enthusiast. So all of those questions that I posed in the beginning, all of that has been me at some point in various parts of my past. And so I was somebody that was a competitive athlete growing up. I defined exercise as, an hour or two of very sweaty, vigorous activity. If I was lifting weights, I was doing, decently heavy weights. I never considered shorter amounts of time. I never considered body weight exercise. There were a lot of things that I had to change about my mindset toward exercise to be able to get past that definition that I had when I was younger, when I was single, when I was in college. So obviously, as you age, your phase of life changes. I went to med school, I got married, I started having multiple children, and the amount of time that I was able to dedicate to exercise had to change. Unfortunately, initially, that meant that I took the route of not really doing much movement at all because I felt like a failure if I only did 5 minutes. So then I just chose to do nothing because I couldn't meet that criteria. And what I realized over the years, and what really inspired me to start this YouTube channel and to start posting all about exercise on social media, is it doesn't have to be that way. You can do things for a few minutes a day, and it is absolutely worth it, because those physical and mental health benefits that you get, whether you're a busy parent, whether you're working, whether you're pregnant or postpartum, all these different phases of life, that movement is crucial, and it will absolutely benefit your mental and physical health. And, I went so long for struggling with how to do it consistently and the mindset. And I've over the years kind of figured all of this stuff out. And that's why I want to share all of these things that I figured out to try to help others get more active, move in a way that is simple, but also consistent, and then to be able to get those wins. So today I wanted to bring you a no equipment, no weight, arm strength type workout. This is something that you can do anywhere, anytime, sitting in a chair, sitting on the floor, standing, whatever you can work with at the time. This is something that you can do all together, or meaning you do all the exercises in one session. Or if you don't have time for that, you can break it up into different, activities throughout the day. So I'm going to hop back to my mat and get into it. And again, this is absolutely safe for anybody that would be pregnant or postpartum, and really anyone. Of course, you always want to talk with your personal physician about any activity that you're going to be embarking on, especially if you haven't been regularly active, in the past. So that's my caveat. You definitely want to always make sure you're talking with your personal physician about your healthcare needs and what they think is best for you. So I am really big on warming up. So for this type of workout, I usually start with a warm up of arm circles. And this is exactly what it sounds like. You just kind of get in there and do some really big arm circles. And it doesn't have to be fast or speedy. It's just kind of starting to bring some blood flow to the shoulders, to the upper back area, to the biceps. And the idea is you're literally warming up the muscles. So you get blood flowing to an area more than it was before. And then we're going to switch directions. And that helps warm everything up, which can really help you athletically perform better for the actual workout. And it doesn't have to be anything super intense. You know, a minute or two for a short little workout is awesome. And like I always say, any movement is better than no movement, even if it's 1 minute. Okay. So the first exercise is going to be what's called an L raise. So basically your arms are in the shape of an L. So I'm going to start with my right arm straight out. My left arm is pointing out to the side and then lower down. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And if you've never done a move like this, it does take a tiny bit of coordination. So be graceful with yourself. I have done this now as part of, you know, an arm workout periodically for years. But don't feel discouraged if you are going slower or you're, you know, slowing down the video or pausing to kind of figure out the arm locations. That is absolutely okay. It's all about practice. And you will, even without weights, start to feel this, you know, in your shoulders. And I will say, if you want to make it more challenging and you have either water bottles, cans of soup, you could, you know, hold those in your hands. If you have weights at home, little dumbbells, you could use that too. But body weight is awesome and you can do it anywhere. You could, you know, do this in your office at work, whatever you're doing. Okay. The next one, we're going to bring our arms up just like goalposts. And you're basically going to bring them together as close as you can and then back out. So it's inhale, exhale. And this one, when you bring them together, you can feel a nice little stretch kind of between your shoulder blades there. And a lot of these moves you'll notice that I do are strength based, but they also incorporate a little bit of stretching. Inhale, exhale. And you always want to be thinking about that 360 breathing. You know me, I'll link the video below, but when you inhale, you feel those ribs fully expand. And when you exhale, you feel the ribs come back in. You feel the corset muscle tighten around your abdominals. You can think about your pelvic floor muscles coming up and in. That's especially helpful if you're pregnant or postpartum. So, I don't know about you guys. You're feeling that in your shoulders? All right, do a few wiggles, shake that out. Next is going to be goalpost again. This time we are going to go up. So you want to bring it back down to a 90-degree angle where your elbows are staying in line with your shoulders. And you're bringing them up. I know my hands are out of screen, but my thumbs are basically kind of touching at the top. And again, we're not using weights here, but if you are doing these kind of all back to back, you will definitely start to feel some of that arm burning, muscle working type situation. And again, I don't necessarily always have a prescription, but I try to do 30 seconds to a minute of each activity depending. All right, and then the last one is a tricep extension. So I'm gonna let me get a little lower here. So this one, you're gonna have your arms up above your head. I kind of put my hands together like this, and then just hinge at the elbows. You want to try to keep your biceps next to your ears and then back up. So down and back up. And you're inhaling on the way down, exhaling on the way up. And this, is a more of a tricep, which is the back of the arm move. But if you've done all this stuff with me, your shoulders are burning right now. And that's okay. It means your muscles are working. You never want to push through or past pain. But, the discomfort with doing strength training, it's okay. All right, so that's our last one. I usually will end with just a little bit of a stretch. So I always kind of like to do a hoo hoo hoo, like wiggle out those muscles. And then just a real gentle arm stretch. So I'm taking my right arm across my body and using my left forearm to kind of pull here. So you're getting a back of the shoulder, right upper arm stretch. Good work, everybody. I don't know about you, like those exercises don't look that challenging, but I'm a little sweaty, a little short of breath. I know I got a pregnant belly, but let me know what you think. Okay, same arm, this time up behind my head, and I'm pulling gently at the elbow with my palm is, let me see if I can show you, sort of in between the shoulder blades there. Okay. And then whatever we do for one arm, we do for the other. So we'll go back and do this. Again, I'm taking my left arm across, using my right arm to hold it in place. And great work, everybody. I'm proud of you. If you're showing up, you're doing some of these moves, you're getting movement in that maybe you wouldn't have done otherwise. Way to go. I'm proud of you. And then again, we're going up behind the head, gently taking the left elbow with the right arm, and palm is between the shoulder blades. Perfect. And then the last little stretch here is, let me turn sideways so you can see. So clasp your hands behind your back and you just kind of pull and roll those shoulders backwards. And this one may be tricky if you haven't done arm stretches or this type of thing before. You can always use like a t-shirt or a towel. So the way you would modify there is to kind of hold each side and kind of get as close together as you can. All right, everybody. So that's a quick, few minute arm workout, safe in pregnancy, postpartum. I think it's great, for anyone that's really wanting to do some strength work, but they find, equipment or time, or really honestly just figuring out what to do a barrier. So I hope that this little short workout, is great for you, and definitely reach out, comments. You can always message me and let me know what you think. So if you are wanting to see more of these demonstration videos, you want to learn more about exercise mindset, accountability, you, like I said, kind of are looking for help with figuring out how to fit in more exercise, looking for quick little snippets that you can do, definitely subscribe here for more. Click the notification bell so you never miss a video. I'm here weekly, and then I also post shorts currently daily, which are, really quick tips and tricks. I also have a newsletter that's going to be coming out. If you head over to my website, which is drsaraionescu.com, you can definitely head over there and sign up for that, which will be, written form of similar type content. So imagine if, again, in a few minutes a day, you can get movement in and you call that a win for yourself and you're so proud and you're seeing physical and mental health benefits. Say you're pregnant, you're feeling strong, growing that human, or you're postpartum and you're building strength in your arms to lift your new baby, or you're somebody that's working on a regular basis and this just helps you have more mobility and flexibility to move around and work on your strength. That is awesome. And what else could happen if you started to build on that and progress? Where could things go? I hope everybody enjoyed. See you guys next time. Bye, everyone.